A warm welcome to the Cladara Abbey Stadium on the first Saturday of the new season for only the 5th game so far. After wins for Walsall, Wolves, Stevenage and Middlesbrough, it is the turn of Cambridge United and Barnet in round 1 of the Carabao Cup. As with any summer, plenty of ins and outs, some fan favourites departing, but a lot of new faces on show today. And after bouncing straight back to League One, it's been a summer of optimism for the home fans who've seen an unbeaten pre-season campaign. Barnet, though, finished last season on a high and in form. The visitors just missing out on the playoffs on goal difference. Before the game, we will have a minute's applause for Jamie Winter, who sadly passed away last month. Worked as a matchday steward for the club. He's been around Cambridge United for 2 decades. He was the South Stand manager here. His family are also in attendance. This time they do get a free kick after some good work from Kanu. It was Ball rather than Joe. Now they've got their first test against a set piece. Lakin is over it. Charlie Lakin left-footed to the far post, and it should have been in. Really good opportunity for Tavares, who was unmarked but couldn't keep it down. Really nice delivery on the left, and he's beaten the offside trap, but he's also beaten the crossbar. Real let-off for Cambridge United. Dean Brennan has cut a very optimistic figure over the course of pre-season. His second season as coach in the EFL. Better equipped this time. His summer recruitment, he said, has been aimed at running through the opposition. Stepped up the physical, athletic side of their game. We'll see how much that is in evidence here. Bit of head tennis at the moment. Ball. Now maybe they can get it down, and maybe they can break. Only Apari up here. If Knight can find him, he's jinked inside. And in the end, not enough on the left-footed shot from Ben Knight. Good break, though. 11 goals last season, all of them in the league. And in the end, the penalty miss against Crewe on the final day, not costly. And it's struck back where it came from by Watson. Apari's onto it in a flash here. Strong enough to hold off Collins. Oh, he needed to give it early. He's given it finally to McConnell. And not enough on that to beat Cox. That's a good break. Maybe a fraction earlier if the pass comes in. He does the hard work, sucks the defenders into him, and here he just held it up maybe a little long, and McConnell didn't get the power. Watts for Heath, who's just come in off that touchline. Tucked into Knight. McConnell got it out of his feet. There's another effort on target. He's had a couple so far of Cambridge United's 4. Hasn't really got enough power behind any of them. 4 minutes to go. You could probably imagine 2 or 3 on the end of this first 45. Yeah, it shouldn't be longer than 3 minutes. We really haven't had much in the way of stoppages. Bennett battling, out it goes to that side. Kanu. Off for ball. Oh, rifles it in nicely, and they've left it for Lakin. Good save that. First effort on target for Barnet. Charlie Lakin moving out to the left-hand side, looking to slot it underneath. Well, now Harris turned to the raw talent of Danafobi. Something of a surprise package, potentially, to unlock Barnet. Or maybe Sulikoko's fit enough to play some part later on. Kanu's little prod. Lakin. Gallagher's in the centre. Here is Gallagher. Oh, that was going in. Perry got it off the line, and then another clearance off the line. And here's Shimanga. And that one does go in. Cambridge kept it out twice, but Barnet have struck first. 3 minutes inside the restart. Eventually, Shimanga forced it over the line, but it took a bit of doing. They've attacked from the off, really taken the game to Cambridge United, and they've got their reward. It came down the left-hand side initially. Kanu and Lakin, Gallagher. This was heading in, but for Perry. Really good work. And then excellent stuff from Watts too, but by the time it hit Watts again, he's over the line. One clearance, two clearances, acrobatic from Watts, but there's nothing they can do about this one. I'm not sure how much he would have got into them at half-time. I think they would have had a few words about improving their ratio of chances. Given the pressure and the moments they had on the ball in the final third, it probably should have been better. Here come Cambridge United. Knight's on the far post, McConnell in the centre. McConnell, now he does find Ben Knight. Back on the left, shooting chance here, and it's deflected in. And we've had 2 goals in 3 minutes, and Cambridge United are level thanks to Ben Knight. He had his chances in the first half too, and now he has got the home fans on their feet. 48 minutes of no goals, and 2 come along inside 7 minutes of the second half start. Worked nicely out to Knight on this far side, and in the end it just deflects in past the goalkeeper. Nothing at all that Cox can do about this. If he was set to get the first shot, he couldn't get it once it took a nick. And Harrison conversation with Adam Barrett. Well, maybe that is a precursor to what is to follow. Regular quick goals at both ends of the field. That tests the nerves of both sets of supporters, and it was certainly entertained after a much more cagey first half. What's out to Perry? It's come from McConnell! Great block that. It was really travelling, and there it is, turned in! And this time they do have 2. And it is a debut goal for Isaac Heath. Just got there ahead of Glenn McConnell. And a moment to savour for Cambridge United's new winger. He's going to get his first taste of League One football shortly. He's got his first goal for the club after an impressive season on loan with Accrington. And Barnet, who took the lead, are now 2-1 down. McConnell's shot deflected. And then Heath's in the right place here to arrive in real style. Much better response. Maybe it needed for Cambridge United to go behind in order to find their best resilience. Well, they've shown it with a quick-fire equalizer 3 minutes later. And Perry again. Neat interchange from Panzu. Cagey wants it early, he's got it early. 2 to his left. Sully Cagey can use Panzu as the decoy. He's gone from instead. Good height for the goalkeeper. Easy enough to claw away. Yep, still a while to hold on yet, Neil. Cagey almost taking it on himself. Eventually, just realised that there was more space here. It was a simple save for a keeper who covered his post pretty well. We've not yet had a shootout in the early stages of this first round programme. Walsall squeezed through against Bristol City by a 1-0. Here's off a ball. There's a free kick here, won by Offerball in a decent position. Ball doesn't agree, but maybe these are the moments that they could take the advantage of. Is there a foul there? Not much of one, to be fair. The referee's got a good view of it, though, and he says yes. Williams would be the left-footed option alongside Lakin. Knowles on the right. Seems to have decided this is his. 4-man wall with 3 others, 2 Barnet. It is going to be Knowles, who's whipped it, and a good save. Well, he might not have seen that till late, Jake Eastwood. Ball didn't really do its job. Came through the gap, but it's within reach. Eastwood all beaten to it by his own defender. And then it's out of the way. I don't know if it was Jobe that got there in the way, but it was Jobe that got the ball away. And suddenly, Barnet, a fraction from equalising and taking us potentially to penalties. Knowles with the long throw this time, just as good as Collins's deliveries. And in the end, it was Jobe who got in his keeper's way, and it was ball on the line. They managed to keep it out. In from Collins, Williams at the far post, off the line. It was Kanu who tried, and the bodies are flying in now. It won't go away, and it's in, and Kanu has got it. No, the whistle's already gone. The whistle's already gone, it isn't going to count. And suddenly, Barnet's joy turns to despair in the matter of a second. Well, they thought they'd scored. It was cleared off the line once again. It's a bit reminiscent of the goal they did score early in the second half. Cambridge United throwing bodies in the way, and eventually it was enough. Really good ball in again from Collins. Williams rising highest. There's the header off the line, brilliantly by Watts, and there is the foul on Mamadou Jobe. Senior couldn't squeeze it in, eventually Kanu does, but the whistle had already gone. They've had a much better second half, Barnet. Neil Harris's men, though, on the verge of victory. Well, there is full time. No time for the goal kick. They were given a real workout. But Cambridge United have come through. The side from League One, overcoming Barnet in League Two. Neil Harris's men fell behind, but came back to win in a busy period at the start of the second half, which have taken them into round 2 of the Carabao Cup. Full time here at the Cladara Abbey Stadium. Cambridge United 2, Barnet 1.